I'm gonna start with my grandmother. My grandmother was, in later years, I found out she was basically a DJ, and I didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? Until maybe 10 years ago. But my grandmother my grandmother and my grandfather used to throw card parties, and my grandmother basically was responsible for playing the music and the music selection during the card parties that they had when they played poker and all of that. And that would explain why she had a portable turntable, and that's how I learned how to DJ, because she had that turntable in the attic that I found. You know what I'm saying? So then when I talked to my daddy, he was like, "Well, yeah, your grandma was basically a DJ." I said, "Wow, I didn't know that."
Yeah.
So I'm gonna start with her, and then of course her son is my father. Shout out to my grandma, Mary Jackson. Rest in peace. Love you, Grandma. Thank you for the inspiration, Grandma. But her son, my father, the legendary percussionist Carl Butch Small, is who my greatest influence is. And the reason I say that is because as a little boy, I went to the studio with him every other day, 2 or 3 times a week sometime. And he was playing with Parliament Funkadelic and Dramatics and Bootsy Collins and Al Hudson in One Way and all these groups that he played percussion for, and I would just be tagging along because I'm his son. You know what I'm saying? I had no idea. I just knew that my dad made music. That's all I knew. I didn't know that they were gonna make hit records that were gonna be played when I got to be the age that I am. And I had no idea these memories that I have and experiences that I had, would stick with me this far where I can say, when they were doing Flashlight and all of that, I was in the studio as a little boy running around.
Wow. That's the song that made me want to make music. The keyboardist on Flashlight song is what made me become a keyboardist. That's literally
Bernie
what
Worrell,
made
man. Bernie Worrell.
When he did that pitch bend, I'm like, what the hell? I asked my mama, I'm like, what's that? She's like, that's a keyboard. I'm like, learning like you had synthetic instruments. That's when I first got introduced to synthetic instruments. And I knew that's what I wanted to play more than everything. I'm like, man, that can make all kind of sounds.
And see,
that's beautiful.
I witnessed that. I witnessed him making some of those sounds on the keyboard. Like it was. I'm not gonna say it wasn't amazing as a kid. It was amazing, but now that I know and I can hear that,
you had no idea the significance.
Man, it's real significant that I actually saw him doing those things in the studio. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to my dad, man, for taking me with him. You know what I'm saying? Being a good dad. You know what I'm saying? He didn't know he didn't know he was influencing me, but he was just being a dad. Like, hey, you got to go to work with me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so